We always begin here. It's not really poking you with a stick as much as it is wanting to sharpen your focus, because everything is about your focus. We've enjoyed this interaction immensely. So anything that helps to produce clarity within you is a wonderful thing, isn't it? Sometimes we see you sifting through contrast, which is always a wonderful thing. And the contrast sharpens your focus, because when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. And so as the contrast or the variety that you're focused within brings you to greater and greater clarity about what you prefer, you often don't remain or even come very quickly to a vibrational matching or consensus or alignment with your own desire. In other words, your desire continues to evolve because contrast just insists that it does. But most of our physical friends get lost in that sifting process, so they don't benefit as quickly as they could from the value of the contrast. But even more important, they don't enjoy the process of the contrast. It almost seems exactly as if, here's what you do. You let contrast produce desire while you beat up on yourself for being in the contrast. As if you're doing something wrong when every single thing, every single minute, every single day doesn't go exactly as you think that it should. And that's because you're just seeking the outcome, 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 seeking the outcome. But what about the fun along the way? What about the fun along the way? This last week, Esther had so much fun playing with family and friends and football players with the Super Bowl. Well, the 49ers has been her son-in-law's favorite team forever. And then someone sent a link to Esther that one of the players had a blog about reading Law of Attraction and how they were going to go to the Super Bowl. Bought 90 copies, everybody's reading it. So Esther is secretly rooting for them now. She thought, wouldn't that be fun for somebody to decide that and then do that with that? Well, yeah, that's fun. So they went. They didn't win. You may have heard. But it was the most exhilarating game and process. And afterward, Esther was sitting in such exhilaration because she was thinking about the fun she had had because there was this thing to focus upon. When she found out that someone she loved was excited about that, she started plotting to get tickets and managed to get the best possible tickets ever. So the surprise festered for a while, and that was way fun. Even thinking of it was really, 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 really fun. Then getting the tickets, really, 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 really fun. Then telling him about it, really, 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 really fun. Then knowing that he took his best buddy and they got in the truck and off they went. A couple of days of driving, really, 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 really fun. Hotel close enough they could walk, really, 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 really fun. And then the text began coming as he's walking into the stadium. It was really, 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 really fun. And then pictures started coming from his perspective of where he was sitting. Really, 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 really fun. And then off the game went. Not very good in the beginning. Not very good at all. And Esther is thinking, well, it is the journey. It's the journey. It's the journey. It's the journey. And how much fun has this journey been? And then it's not looking good. And Esther is thinking, I just thought of something I want. And the lights in the stadium went out. Now, Esther isn't taking credit for that. But it was really, 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 really fun. And then what happened next was so much fun. Watching the focus that the contrast had provided, watching the difference in the way it was going, feeling the momentum of all of it, watching these two coach brothers vying for a championship, knowing that someone was going to lose and someone was going to win. But wasn't it really, 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 really fun? And now the game has come to an end. And the team that Esther and son-in-law are vying for did not win. And it did not matter. Because the whole point of it was so that something could be really, 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 really fun. Esther thought, this is the best hands-on, first-person experience that I've ever had in understanding that the objective, the outcome that you're seeking just gives you the reason to have the fun. And we're not saying to you that you all shouldn't win all of the Super Bowls that you want to win. That's not the point we're making. We are really not trying to talk you out of having everything that you want. But we think it would be such a wonderful thing for you if you could set your goals, identify the things that you want, and hold them as they have always meant to be, as focal points that give you the reason to focus so that the universe can actualize around you for the purpose of giving you that really, really, really fun moment, you see. So when we say to you that we are eager to co-create with you in this way, those words are not even close to strong enough, because you are the leading edge. You're out here in the leading edge of contrast, stirring up new desires. And when you do, the energy that creates worlds begins moving toward them. And we have the benefit of that movement. In other words, we wrote a book a few years ago. It was entitled Ask and It Is Given. Really a good title, because it is so accurate in the way things unfold. When you, from your physical format, come to the clarity of asking for something, it becomes a vibrational reality in the moment of your asking. And this new asking that you just interjected into your physical conversation meshes, merges, blends perfectly with the asking that you've offered before, and is vibrationally held in focus by the non-physical counterpart of you. That's us and those like us. What this workshop is about is, how soon are you going to let yourself in on it? How soon are you going to raise the vibration of your being to the level of your new asking? So when you ask for something, because the contrast is helping you to know that it is really unpleasant not to have this thing that you want, when you ask for something from a conscious awareness that you don't have it, your dominant vibration is in the not having of it. We don't have any conscious vibration about not having anything. We're going with the flow. You can too. So you launch the rocket, we go with the flow, and we revel in watching, just like Esther was watching from afar, so thrilled in anticipation of what was going on with these people that she loves. So much fun to watch people that you care about enjoying life. And that's what it's like for us. We watch you exploring the contrast. We watch you giving birth. We watch your dreams, and we focus only upon your dreams. And we don't take score about whether you've realized them in manifestation. We want you to put a new definition or a new meaning, a new understanding about what realizing your dreams means. Realizing them means you being in the vibrational vicinity of the dreams that you put into the vortex so that you can realize them as they are flowing into your experience. Most of you, you don't realize it. It's right there in front of you. In order to realize something, you have to be on the frequency with it. And something that you want that's lost and something that you want that's found are very different vibrational frequencies. And if you're on the I can't find it frequency, you can't find it. And it's not because the universe doesn't have it. It's not because it's not in the vortex. It's not because it's not in plain sight. It's not because you aren't worthy, and it's not because you're not ready, and it's not because you've done something wrong. It's for the simple reason that you've just got a different vibration going on right now than it, so you can't realize it. So that is our message to you. If there's something that you want that you are not yet realizing, it's only because you're not yet allowing yourself to realize it. It's not because it's being withheld. It's not because it's lost. It's not because it's in the wrong place. It's not for any other reason other than you've got a thought that you keep thinking, and that's all a belief is, that is of a frequency that does not allow you. You see, you think this time-space reality is real stuff. You do. We know you do. We watch you. You haul it around. You clean it. You insure it. You think it's real stuff, but it isn't. It's just manifesting right before you. You are translated it into reality, you see. We are eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. There is nothing off limits. It is our desire to assist you in whatever way we can, with whatever example we have to offer, and whatever words Esther can find to express the meaning that we are giving to her vibrationally, in order to soothe you into vibrational alignment with everything you want. Because it is our desire and our fervent understanding that there is nothing that you want that is unattainable. It's just a matter of tweaking your grid a little bit. And that takes a little bit of practice, you see. What do you want to talk about? Some things. It's going to be a really good day. All right. This has been an extraordinary conversation today. We've moved into places that we have not been before. It's always that way, co-creating at its best. Our favorite thing about the conversation that we've had today is the emphasis upon getting out there ahead. It's the conversation about momentum. It's the understanding that we can feel has happened within you that lets you know that you can start in a neutral place and you can nudge the momentum in the direction of what you want. And you will be, in the day that you do that, a realizer of the momentum that you've set into motion. It doesn't take much at all for you to show yourselves the power of your creation. We assign no responsibility to you whatsoever for making this world a better place, because we will not ever acknowledge that it is not the perfect place right now. We assign no responsibility to you at all about things that you should be doing differently, because we think that the way you are bumping up against the contrast of your life is providing the perfect environment for you. We adore coming to a gathering like this and feeling the balance of energy within you and reveling in the shifting of that balance over the very short amount of time that we experience together. In other words, it doesn't take much conversation about that which you know and that which you are to activate resonance within you about it, you see. And that is the light. We've enjoyed this interaction more than words can explain. Be playful about this. Be easy about it. Don't make big hairy deals about anything. There is great love here for you. And as always, we remain in the vortex.